Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality of the situation is upon us here for Resident Evil Village. It's a long time in the making, folks, but we are out here in the Phil Spencer Garden because just in about 30 minutes, folks, the review embargo is lifting for Resident Evil Village, which means that the reviews are going to come out, and I suspect streams as well of the game. So there's a lot happening here in just under 30 minutes, folks. This is the reality of the situation. Again, the review embargo lifts for Resident Evil Village, and the shilling will more than likely begin. And I predict an 86 on Metacritic, okay?
Michael Does Life biggest fan donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Good morning, love, waking up to world class, love you.
Yeah, we out here. You know, we out here to cover this embargo fiasco, to cover the review score for Resident Evil Village. Again, in 30 minutes, it's all going to go down, folks, and we're going to see if whether or not Capcom, the lazy millennial devs over at Clueless Capcom, have hit that home run here for this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil Village. Biggest fan. Thank you, Scarlett. Once again, for the channel. I appreciate you. Hey there, mister. And we have it all set up, folks. We are ready to go. We are going to refresh at the top of the hour, and I predict an 86 right there on the Metacritic. I mean, look at the shilling on the website right there. You know, they're telling you to pre-order Village at the top banner there. It's really so incredibly sad, but we know today is shill day for Resident Evil Village, and it's going to get high scores because it's a Resident Evil game. There's literally nothing else out there to play, and, you know, we're going to see how ultimately this unfolds and ultimately where the chips do fall here, but I suspect an 86 because it's a Resident Evil game, and, you know, that's just the reality of the situation. So if you're just tuning in, folks, we are getting ready for the review embargo to lift at the top of the hour, which is in about 30 minutes from now. And it is going to be exciting to see on whether or not, you know, how this ultimately unfolds. But I can suspect that this is going to get high scores because, well, the Bias Snowy Games media, you know, they just love everything that comes out. They love to consume. They love to sit there and go, oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. You know, when you're, you know, brutally critical of a game, it's so sad. But that's just the reality of it. You know, that is the reality of it, folks. So, again, at the top of the hour, that is what's going to go down, folks. And in the meantime, we're going to try and do Skype. I don't think anyone's awake, but nonetheless, if you are awake and if you are here and if you are ready to be a part of the Mosquito Comfy live show and all the video, then you can call in on Skype, and we're going to take Skype calls here as we get ready for the embargo to drop for Resident Evil Village, folks. This is years in the making here. It's been a long time since the last true Resident Evil game. I mean, you know, Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake are remakes, right? So the last Resident Evil game came out in 2017. That was actually the main series and not a remake, not a remaster. So, that is the reality of the situation. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, folks, we're anticipating the reality of the situation. AP is calling in here. This is what you need to understand. This is what you need to know.
PlayQbex13 donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Time for the shillage.
Hell yeah, brother. PlayQbex, thanks for calling once again. Thanks for the chairman. Appreciate you. AP.
Out here early in the morning.
I know. We got to cover it. No one else is covering it.
Yeah, well, anyways, I wanted to let you know, I told Dylan about this, but last night I found, like, an early review of the game from, some French website, and they actually didn't seem, too overly positive.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've linked it in the chat, I copied it down before it was taken down. It's in the chat. I posted it, but yeah, they ultimately said the scare factor, it's not anywhere near as scary as Resident Evil 7, and they hope 9 is more scary. They also said Act 4 is Transformers or some shit.
Oh man, this is bad.
Yeah, and I also there's another journalist. He works for Game Reactor, and he's in David Jaffe's server.
Oh yeah.
And I sent him that review, and he said that aligns with some of the criticisms he has too.
Damn.
So this might be interesting. It might not be as positive as
well, then I might have. I'm predicting an 86 because but it might be lower than that. We'll see.
I think it'll be an 85.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see here. I mean, this is I suspect there's going to be streams available to watch too after this is up here at the top of the hour.
Yeah, probably leaks are freaking everywhere, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can watch the ending right now if you really want to, if you really dig.
Yeah, dude, that doll shit. I thought the special effects of them floating were kind of cool, but what are they going for? It wasn't scary or anything.
Well, they watched Annabelle and they said, Annabelle made a lot of money at the box office, so let's kind of copy that and put this enemy type in the game. And then, they have all these fucking weird-ass characters in this game. They got the Fatso that went to McDonald's, and that's now the merchant. And now they have the fucking Annabelle doll, and now they have the fucking tall lady and the Transformer and all this shit, so.
Dude, anything to get people talking and with the memes and shit. I mean, I can't really blame them. I mean, people fall for the bullshit, do the memes, and it's free marketing. So
yeah, they've already modded Thomas the Tank Engine as the tall lady. So
who the hell knows what else?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna start very soon. In fact, probably by today.
But yeah, it's gonna be a shit show though if it actually disappoints
Oh yeah, they're gonna go crazy all over. I know people are waiting for this, and I know this is exciting because it is interesting to see ultimately how people feel about it, because this is a very different game, I think, from what we become accustomed to in regards to Resident Evil anyway.
I already predict that if reviewers aren't so positive, they'll be like, oh, there's social justice media, blah blah blah, damn it.
Yeah, they won't blame the game. They'll blame some other bullshit that doesn't matter.
All right, well, keep on moving the wheels.
Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Hello, you're on the air.
Good morning, Michael. This is Dr. Hino.
Hell yeah, we out here.
Hell yeah, definitely. Well, I'm just waking my ass up, but here's the reality of the situation. Once Resident Evil 8 comes out, I'm really going to review it, and I hope you guys do a live stream with Resident Evil 8 if you're getting it.
Well, Midnight Shepherd came through, so I'm installing it right now. Downloading it anyway.
Okay, well, I definitely want to know what your take is on it, because...
Yeah.
Well, what are you getting on?
Xbox Series X.
So I'm getting on the one then, so... I know I'm broke.
I mean, shit. Though. The one, it'll be interesting to see how it performs on that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of do honest, do the last gen. Then, luckily that you're doing on the next gen, so we can compare and contrast and shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think if you change your time zone to New Zealand, you get to play it a little early. That's what I've been told anyway.
Really? They're not going to check your IP address just to make sure?
Well, I don't know. Unless they were trolling. I don't know. I'm going to try it anyway, and if it works, great. But
I'm in no rush to play it. Shit, I got.
Well, especially if these reviews come out and it's absolutely terrible. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's gonna be one thing I'm gonna be looking forward to with those reviews.
Yeah,
Jesus
I
Christ,
just
it's
I
gonna
just
probably be
hope
like a lot
I
of
hope
them.
they're honest, because I mean, look, you got the Annabelle shit in this game, you got the Transformers crap. I mean, you know, some of this shit just looks off the fucking wall.
Dude, I gotta be honest. That fucking Annabelle shit. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like they just watched Annabelle, and now they, you know, they always love ripping off movies. I mean, Resident Evil has always been basically a copycat of what's popular in cinema.
Oh my god. Even the lady who was controlling the Annabelle looked like the freaking nun. You just don't
No,
see her face, though.
I know, dude, it is a blatant fucking ripoff.
I mean, she looked cool and everything. I'm kind of like attracted to the mysteriousness because I was like, I wonder what the hell she's gonna turn to, you know?
Yeah, I
but
mean-
at the same time, it's like, come on, man, you gotta be more original.
I know, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Who the hell is that guy's name? The guy who could turn to a werewolf.
Well, that's me.
Well, I mean, I know.
I mean, I am
Michael,
in the
but
game
I
after
mean,
all.
the
I
dude that
I have to
controls you,
show
man.
this a little bit here. It's over.
It's over, man. The cracks are beginning to show. We're moving the wheels.
Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Oh, my God, Michael. Hello, you're on the air. The Moschino Comfy live show at the top of the hour, folks. In less than 30 minutes now, the embargo lifts, and we're going to get review scores for Village. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, man. Before you talk about Resident Evil, you was right about Returnal.
Well, I mean, I know.
Nobody bought it.
It's over.
Yeah, I went to GameStop like 2 days ago. And said, how many people bought Returnal? One guy, he said 3 people. 2 people bought it. One guy returned it. He said this game is horrible, and they said they have 50 Returnal copies in the back that nobody wanted.
No, it's over.
Yeah, it's garbage. And listen, man. I hope you do a video that on YouTube that what's the name, when the MPD comes out and Returnal flop, they gotta apologize to you, man.
I know they do. I know. These Snipe fanboys, they need to get in line and apologize.
Yeah, man. Nobody bought this game. You know. That's not how bad Resident Evil becomes. People gonna buy Resident Evil on the PlayStation 5 more than Returnal.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't care how bad Resident. Right now, I'm replaying Resident Evil 7. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it this way: it's better than the 6.
Right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
They try to be like Outlast and these. I don't like the first person thing. It should be the third person or give you an option. The game is not scary. The what, Jack? You know, kill him a couple of times. You know, look, man, Resident Evil is dead.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, but it's not their fault, man. It's the industry, because you know, horror games right now is a very niche genre. Back then it wasn't. So there's not a lot of horror games anymore. Like Silent Hill's a dead franchise. They're trying to revive it back. We had the Medium this year. It's not a good game. So I don't know. Like I did pre-order Resident Evil 8. I hope it's a good game. And we know the critics will give this game a 90, 95.
Yeah.
It's predictable. So I hope it's a good game. I hope they put more risks in Resident Evil. And you know, and I heard a rumor going on. I don't know if it's true. They turned down the horror like this.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing as well. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh.
That's because you damn casuals talking about.
Obsolete boy
Yeah,
donated
they gotta
to
cater and
Australian
pander, you know.
dollars through Super
Man,
Chat.
come on,
First
man.
person has ruined
Yeah,
the Resident
look,
Evil
man.
series.
It's
I-
over. Obsolete. Thank you for your level to get for chat. Really appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Resident Evil 8 does live the hype.
I do too, because I need something to fucking play that's actually worthwhile. You know.
Yeah, and there's nothing else to play now.
That's
Like,
well. I
I'm
mean,
not
that's why
playing-
Capcom should hit the home run. You know.
Yeah, I'm not playing no damn Returnal. So
Oh.
no, no, I'm not playing no damn. I have an Xbox, so if I have a PS5, I'm still not gonna play no damn Returnal.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, nobody's not playing that. So, This is the biggest game right now coming out, and I'm looking at the footage. I talked to some people in the industry. They say the game is good.
Really?
They want to say it was Resident Evil 7.
Right.
And I'm not saying Resident Evil 7 was a bad game. It just it wasn't par to Resident Evil. Look, Resident Evil 5 is better than Resident Evil.
Janito, thank you so much. The chairman, I appreciate you.
how-
Yeah, I mean, look,
that's
you know, I think Resident Evil 7 at this point will have you, you know, it will have more scares than Village.
Yeah, it would. It would. Because some part of Resident Evil 7 is a scary game. Some part.
Right.
But Resident Evil Village, if they say they turned it down because the casuals have a problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have to cater and pander to the Fortnite crowd these days. You know, after all, that's the main demographic of Resident Evil now. So.
If that's true. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It just. Yeah, he said Resident Evil 7 producer says that it was balanced based on feedback that Resident Evil 7 was too scary. What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
At least give a nightmare mode, but is Resident Evil supposed to be a scary game? That's what it's called, horror. So, you know, the casual gamers ruin the whole industry once again.
Yep.
And,
That's just the reality of it. You know,
Yeah,
sales ultimately, you know, money talks.
Yeah, I don't think Resident Evil 7 sold that well, so they had to cater to the lowest common denominator.
Right.
You know, I hope Konami look at Resident 7 and Resident Evil 8 and reboot Silent Hill and make it better than Resident Evil. Listen, this is gonna be the last Resident Evil game I'm gonna play. If they don't hit the home run, I'm done with this franchise. I mean, I was on franchise for day one. I was a huge fan of the Resident Evil series. After 5 and 6 was disappointing. The Revelations, man, it was good, but they weren't that great. Resident Evil 7 did step in a right direction, but if Resident Evil 8 does not, you know, hit the home run, I think this franchise is moving forward. It's dead. Like, there's nothing. There's what like.
I mean, it's just over. It literally is over. I can tell you that. And we're going to find out very soon here in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. How this is tied to the other Resident Evil, you know, story. Like,
well, they're gonna shoehorn it in. You know, they're gonna make it tie in, but they always, you know, they always find a way.
Like where's Leon and where's Claire? Where's all of these? My favorite, like all of these Resident. Like, where's Jill? Like, why Chris Redfield?
Yeah.
So, I'm predicting it's a medium. So, I'm predicting 80.
Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. We're going to continue to move the wheels, man.
Yeah, all right.
Hell yeah, take care. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, bro. Guess who it is, bro?
Yeah, we out here, baby. Biggest fan. Let's go.
Dude, let's go. Dude, I just woke up too, bro.
I know.
Dude.
We have to do it. We have to, you know, we have to get out here and move the wheels. You know, it's coming. It's happening. 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes, baby. Let's go.
We should do early morning streams every day, bro, because it was great waking up and the first thing I see is a world-class stream with the seats all filled, bro.
I know. Let's go.
Dude, I mean, this game, say what you will, but I know that it's going to come out and these people like Young, you know, Alana Pierce, you know, they're all going to say, man, this is the best in the series.
I know. Like, doesn't that get old to people? You know?
Dude, and like, all jokes aside, that's exactly what happened with Returnal. You know? So we know it's going to be a repeat, a retread, that they're going to give it a 90 on Metacritic. And I'm not saying that Resident Evil Village is going to be terrible, but I know that it's going to get these fake reviews. You know, even if it's an average game or an above average game, they're still going to say that it's an amazing game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're in bed with Capcom. They can't say anything else, you know?
Yeah, they can't.
They're afraid to. They're afraid to burn that bridge. If they're too critical, they'll burn the bridge and they won't get contact anymore. They'll lose their, you know, key contact. They'll lose their early access. So.
Yeah. Yeah, they get these free games, and then they have to say that, man, this is amazing. And, I don't know. I don't know how, the reality will play out. Maybe it'll be amazing. I don't know. But I wasn't that happy with Resident Evil 7, personally.
Oh, well, this is, I don't know if this is even going to live up to 7. And I had problems with 7 as well. But, dude, this is straight up fucking just out there, okay?
Dude, there's nothing of substance. People just love it because of freaking lady, whatever her name is, man.
That's it. All they want to do is get into the photo mode. They're going to pause the game at key moments. They're going to get into the photo mode. They're going to zoom in, and then that's going to be the content for them, They don't give a fuck about the framework, the nuts and bolts, these fake Resident Evil fans that came from Fortnite. It's over.
Dude, they're the same people. Did you see that freaking Resident Evil Battle Royale shit?
Oh. Yikes.
They're the same people that want that, bro.
I know.
Dude, let me tell you though, it's not even scary, and that's the worst thing. Like,
yeah, well, I've heard rumblings that this is less scary than 7, and 7 wasn't even that scary. So shit, this is in the wrong direction here.
Dude, and did you see that gameplay of they said Mrs. Dimitrescu or whatever is a Mr. X style stalker?
Oh yeah, wait till you it's over.
Dude, they're just pandering and catering to these terrible casual gamers who know nothing about what makes a game great, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I tweeted this. It got over 100,000 views on fucking Twitter, and people are defending this shit. I mean, that's the state of this industry. That's the state of these gamers. They just love to consume that's, what's new.
I know. Dude, and it's like, man, I finished my my semester of school in like a couple days, and I was like, man, let me see what games are coming out. Maybe I'll treat myself,
Yeah.
And this is the first game that I'm essentially. Can you imagine finishing, your thing of school, your semester, and this is what you're rewarded with, this slop? I'm not buying that.
It's over.
I would rather play Ratchet and Clank, bro, and that's gonna be terrible too. Let me tell you.
I know. It is. It is, too. I can't wait to talk about that game because, oh, man. It's over for the Snowy fanboys, It's in the shitter.
Dude, how do you feel about that Mass Effect thing?
Oh, horrible. I mean, when you cut cutscenes from the original game because, it sexualizes these women. I mean, you got to be shitting me. And it looks soulless, too, by the way. It looks fucking soulless.
All the lighting looks so off,
yeah,
bro.
It looks worse. I'm not even joking. It literally looks worse. But you got these dumb idiots, these stupid idiots, these normie gamers that play FIFA day in and day out, and they just love to consume what's new. They go to the buffet, they consume, they don't question the quality of the food. They don't even care if the food is cold,
Dude, that's the reality, bro. They love NBA 2K, Fortnite, Call of Duty.
I mean, people joke about that shit, but that is the reality. That is the reality we are living in as gamers today in 2021.
Yeah, those are literally the best-selling games on PlayStation every year, man.
Yeah, consistently.
Like, come on, even more than terrible.
It's
God of War.
over. Oh God. Oh.
Don't even get started with that game, bro. God of War Ragnarok. Man,
oh. I mean, I can't even imagine even talking about that game. That is so terrible. It's not God of War. Just like this isn't Resident Evil.
I know. I mean, every, legacy franchise is going in this direction that's completely different from what it originally was. And it's like imagine that, you like a band like I don't know, Nirvana, and then Nirvana comes back, Kurt Cobain comes back from the dead to release a new Nirvana album, and they're like, okay, we're going to drop a rap album now. That's what this feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally different.
It's just like, and even with God of War, it's like, dude, those were classic action-adventure games, played from kind of a, not really over the shoulder, they had some crazy, stuff going on, there was some puzzles in between, and now it's just a walking sim.
Oh, man. And just the worst kind of walking sim, too, It's so sad what God of War has turned into, but these normies love it. They just can't get enough of that shit.
They eat it up because it's like, oh, The Last of Us.
Oh!
Atreus, Kratos, they're seething, they're foaming at the mouth for this terrible game.
I know, literally foaming.
Yeah. All right, Michael, I'll let you get to other callers, bro.
Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate you. Oh my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but no clown. Nearly 10 minutes, folks, until the review scores drop for Village. And like I said, I predict an 86 on Metacritic. We got 10 minutes, basically, a little over 10 minutes, until the review scores drop. The embargo is lifted, and the shilling begins for Resident Evil Village, especially on PlayStation 5. We're going to look at the PlayStation 5 Metacritic. We're going to look at the PS4, Series X, all that shit, PC. And I suspect the PS5 will have the highest score, even though it may perform the worst. I don't know. We'll see. Or at least, compared to Series X. But that is the reality of the situation, folks. In the meantime, we're taking Skype calls. We are, obviously streaming very early, at least in, my neck of the woods. But the reality, folks, of the situation is that this is all going down, folks, and this is many years in the making. I mean, the last big Resident Evil game, not, excluding the remakes and the remasters and all that shit. I mean, it was Resident Evil 7 back in 2017. That was a new direction for Resident Evil. This continues sort of that new direction, but takes it on to a whole nother fucking play. I mean, the grass was turf, but now the grass is grass. I mean, if that makes any sense. I mean, the football players are used to the turf. Now they're not, playing on turf. They're playing on grass. So, we got Transformers in this motherfucker. We got Annabelle in this sumbitch. I mean, this is the reality of the situation. I mean, this is straight up Call of Duty. Resident Evil is basically Call of Duty. Now there's a brand new Resident Evil game literally every year. It's an annual franchise. And that is the reality of the situation. And now, officially, in 10 minutes, folks, we are going to see the reality. We're going to see the review scores. And the shilling is going to begin here. And it's all going to go down in just 10 minutes, folks. I'm on Metacritic right now. We're going to wait until the review score drops, and this is the reality of the situation. I'm hoping for the best here. I want this to be great. I need something to play that has meat on that bone. This is supposedly the longest Resident Evil game in a little while now. So, I mean, that's hopeful, right? But if it's terrible, I don't need to sit through, 10 hours of fucking slop. But we know speedrunners are going to plow through this sumbitch in like 2 hours. So even if it is actually 10 or 8 hours, I mean, that's what they always say. And then, you see a speedrunner complete this shit in fucking 2 hours. They'll have that done by tomorrow,
Dolo donated 100 rupees through Super Chat. Phil Spencer's garden is a show-off, but its show turns me off.
I don't know what that means, but we appreciate you. Dinosaur, thank you, Scalable, to get the chat. Really appreciate you. Again, at the top of the hour, folks, in just 10 minutes, the Resident Evil Village embargo lifts, okay, and the review scores are coming out, and that is the reality of the situation. I suspect there's also going to be streams a little bit later on today. I don't know how far people can stream into the game, because I'm sure the embargo doesn't let you show the ending when the game's not out yet. That wouldn't make much sense. But I suspect streamers are going to be able to stream the game as well up to a certain point. That's usually how it works. And then, tomorrow, Battlefield 6 stuff rumored. So we will be covering that as well. Battlefield 6 stuff as well tomorrow. That's the rumor anyway. And then on Friday, obviously, the game unlocks. Well, actually, I think I can unlock it a little early with the New Zealand trick on Xbox, but we'll see if that ultimately plays out. But I put this video up on Twitter, folks. Resident Evil Village, do not buy. Over 109,000 viewers. Shit went viral, basically. Not viral, but you know what I mean. Got a lot of attention. And it is so sad how people are defending this. They're saying, oh, you're just wasting your ammo to, make stupid videos like this. But I didn't even make this video. I found it, and it was a great video, and I put it up on my Twitter. And I got a lot of fucking traction. And, it is the reality of the situation. Let's go ahead and take this caller here on Skype. Nope, you disappeared, so I guess I can't take your call. I mean, it's just so sad how nothing is destructible. I mean, it's like you're walking through a painting in Resident Evil Village. I mean, you literally cannot interact with anything. You can get the knife and start scraping the doors. There's no marks on the doors. You can shoot objects in the game, but nothing happens, as you can see in this video. I mean, it's really a step backwards for this franchise. And I'm not saying it's a make or break moment, but it is an immersion killer. When nothing actually, I mean, you're literally just walking through a painting. And I get it, performance issues and what have you, but that's why this damn game should have been on next gen only. You know what I mean? That's why this damn game should have been on next gen only. So we got about 8 or so minutes until the review embargo drops for Resident Evil Village, folks. Strap your seatbelts on, because it is happening very soon here as we take this caller here. Hello, you're on the air. Holy shit! No! What do you mean? Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, the problem isn't with Resident Evil Village.
Oh.
The problem is with you.
Hey, you need to get a better new script,
You're
because
not
I'll tell you what, the
purpose of
shilling is starting
okay?
soon.
It's so incredibly sad. I'm so sorry, Michael, but that's the reality of the situation. Okay?
Yeah.
It's so incredibly
Yeah. You've already bought the
Yeah.
game, you know, so sad. You've already bought the game, so incredibly sad. Okay, we're going to close Skype until we can get down to the reality of the situation here in just under 7 or so minutes, folks. This is the reality. This is what you need to understand. Resident Evil Village, the embargo is lifting at the top of the hour, folks. The review scores are coming. And, well, we've already exposed Resident Evil Village here. Do not buy. As you can see, nothing nothing does anything. And this is Counter-Strike, a game that's fucking so old. It's a dinosaur at this point. You know, I mean, obviously it's more detailed than Village. So incredibly sad to see where this industry is taking us. So incredibly sad to see that these gamers are excusing this. So incredibly sad to see that FIFA is still a bestseller. But you know what? They dictate the reality of the situation, folks, and it all goes down very soon. And, you know, like I said, I'm predicting an 86 on Metacritic. If I have to lower it, I would say 83. There's no way this goes in the 70s. There's just no way that that's going to happen. The shilling is already, you know, I can already feel it. So 86 is what I'm predicting. I will be honestly surprised if it's lower than that. But I'm going with 86 at least on PlayStation 5. Now, maybe PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it's a tad bit lower. I don't know. But we're going to find out very soon here in about 6 minutes, folks. The review embargo drops for Resident Evil Village. So make sure you strap your seatbelts on because it is getting very hot around here. That I can tell you, okay? It's getting hot. People are getting crazy. People are getting wild. I can feel it. There's a lot of you know, people want to know what the hell is going on with this game and is it worth the price of admission. It's not a $70 game unless you buy the deluxe edition. It's a $60 game even on next-gen consoles. But with that said, I mean, you know, is there enough meat on this bone to carry the Resident Evil franchise? Can the Resident Evil franchise move forward in a way that makes sense after this game? We're going to find out very soon here in literally 6 minutes, folks, as the review embargo drops. And like I said, I predict an 86 on Metacritic. Anything lower than that, I really don't think that that's going to happen. It may be on PS4 and Xbox One, the base consoles. Maybe it will score a 79 or some shit if you know, it had to get that low. But, you know, I suspect the shilling is going to be off the chain, off the hook. And there's going to be a lot of scores that come out, and it is going to, you know, float people's boat because, well, you know, it's got the tall vampire lady, and people are, you know, they're ready to get in that photo mode and have some fun. You know, that's what they're ready to do. They're ready to get into that photo mode and have some fun. So, no, it's not going to be an 84. This motherfucker's going up to 86. I mean, you got to think about all of these Resident Evil shills that are in bed with Capcom. I mean, if you have the game already, you're basically a shill unless you got it early from someone who breaks a street date. But, you know, that's just the reality. I mean, you got to toe the line when you're in bed with Capcom. Otherwise, they will fucking tell you to fuck off, you know. And you will lose early access. You will lose it all. So you really do have to toe the line. But I put them on blast because we have to help this industry. This industry is a sinking ship that I know. You know, and it's because I care. I care about the Resident Evil franchise. I mean, this game in particular doesn't look like it's going to be all that fantastic. I mean, you literally have Annabelle in this sumbitch. You literally have fucking, you know, the fucking Bumblebee, the Transformer in this sumbitch, basically. You know, you have all these weird, wacky elements, and this is somehow going to be shoehorned into the first game. Like, okay.
Jfish donated $5 through Super Chat. Is it supposed to burn when you pee?
Well, you might need to go see Lady Dermiscu, or whatever the fuck her name is, big tall vampire lady, to figure that one out. Jay Fish, thank you for the gift for the chat. Really appreciate you. Again, at the top of the hour, folks, if you're just tuning in, the review embargo is going to drop in 4 minutes, folks. This is the reality of the situation. This is about 2 years in the making here since the last big Resident Evil game. We've had remakes. Yes, we have had remakes. Resident Evil 3 remake, Resident Evil, 2 remake, Resident Evil Resistance. We've had all of those games since Resident Evil 7, but Resident Evil 7 came out in early 2017. That was the last big game for the future of this franchise, and now that continues here with Village, and we are going to ultimately see on whether or not this continues the legacy of Resident Evil in a way that makes sense, or if this is a total step backwards for this franchise. I am hoping for the best. I'm crossing my fingers here, but at the same time, this looks so fucking out there based off of the leaks that I have seen, the new leaks that have emerged. I'm pretty sure the ending's out if you really want to fucking find it. But the reality, folks, of the situation is that this is all going down in literally less than 3 minutes, basically, at this point. So we're going to refresh the Metacritic here, and we're going to look at the scores together, and I'm suspecting an 86 on Metacritic. That's what I'm going for here. Whether or not it deserves that, I mean, that's not really the point here. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of games that get high scores. I mean, look at Returnal. Returnal scored incredibly high on Metacritic, and the user score is like, hey, wait a minute, this game isn't really where it needs to be. And it's funny because very few reviewers actually talked about the technical problems and the issues because they probably didn't even fucking fucking play the game. You know, there's just a lot of that bullshit that happens within the industry because they want to rush out a score for clicks, you know. But this is the reality. I mean, I will honestly be very surprised if it's under 86. You know, I mean, there's just no way. The shilling is just so rampant. You can already feel it, you know, the memes and, you know, I mean, hell, if you're brutally critical of a game, you're not going to get Resident Evil 8, you know, in your Gmail account. So, you know, you got to toe the line. Once you're in bed with these third-party PR firms, these publishers, Capcom themselves, you got to toe the line. I'm not saying you have to be totally disingenuous, but you do got to put that smile on your face even if you don't want to. It's just how the industry works. They basically use you as a billboard to see the reality of the situation, you know, basically propaganda in disguise. And I'm not calling every reviewer who reviews this game early disingenuous. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, you do have to understand that that's at play. Now, again, in 2 minutes, folks, the review embargo is lifted and the reviews are coming out. And I suspect there's going to be streams. I don't know if exactly, you know, I don't know exactly when the streams are going to be up. But I know people are streaming the game today. So be on the lookout for that stuff, but we do know at the top of the hour here in just 2 minutes, folks, this is going to go down, and I predict an 86, okay? In fact, it might be higher than an 86. It honestly might be higher than an 86. Hell, it might be an 88, you know what I mean? It might very well be an 88. I don't know. But based off of the leaks, based off of what I've seen, folks, I am not convinced that this is going to be well worth the price of admission. I will probably be reviewing it myself in bits, or we'll do something with the game. In a way that makes sense because, you know, a kind viewer came through, Midnight Shepherd, and we appreciate him. So I'm installing the game. I'm downloading the game anyway on Series X right now. And I believe if you do the New Zealand trick on Xbox, you get it 6 hours early, which is great. So that means I'll be able to play it tomorrow as opposed to Friday. So we're going to see the reality of the situation, folks. And very soon, we got about a minute, folks. We're going to refresh this sumbitch, and we're going to see the reality in real time. So let me go ahead and just start refreshing. And here we go. We're going to refresh, and we're just going to see if this works here because sometimes we've had some problems. Okay, we're good. All right. Hey there, mister. All right, we're going to keep refreshing, folks, and this is what's going to happen, folks. Again, the Resident Evil Village embargo is lifting in just seconds now, and this is what's going to happen, folks. We're going to keep refreshing, and that score is eventually going to pop up here, folks. It's now the top of the hour. The review scores are probably going to be popping up at any second here. We're going to continue to refresh here. This is the reality of the situation. This is what you need to understand. Resident Evil Village, I'm continuing to refresh. There's still nothing on Metacritic. There's still absolutely nothing on Metacritic. We're still continuing to refresh. We are trying to find the Metacritic score. That is what we are trying to do. Let's go ahead and click Critic Reviews and see if there's anything up yet. There is absolutely nothing up yet. Maybe we fucked up on the time frame here. I don't think we did, but I am trying to figure out what is going on here. It is the top of the hour. In fact, it's 1 minute at the top of the hour, and there's still no, you know, I mean, you know, we're 1 minute in the hour here, and there's still nothing on fucking Metacritic. And then, I mean, maybe, you know, I thought it was coming, you know, I don't know what's going on, but this is I'm getting pissed. I need to know the score. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Let's go. 0 critic reviews, 0 user reviews, 0 critic reviews. I mean, did I really fuck up the time frame, the time zone? I don't think I did, unless it's another hour in. I don't think that that's the reality. I'm pretty sure I got it right. But we're going to continue to refresh, folks. I am hoping that this is going to show a score very soon here. I'm hoping that, you know, they update their bullshit here. But I'm not seeing anything so far. And I might have to go to Twitter here in a minute to see what's going on because I suspect that that's where I'm going to find my information a little bit quicker. So let me go check Twitter real quick. I'll be back in 1 second here. We'll be back on the Metacritic 1 second here. Let's go ahead and see what's going on Twitter because I suspect there's going to be reviews up over there. I'm going on Twitter right now. Nothing's loading. That's not a great sign. Hopefully the internet's still good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Metacritic says they're going to be up in a couple of minutes, okay? That was 4 minutes ago. So we're going to continue to refresh here, and we're going to hope for the best as we look for the review score for Resident Evil Village. The embargo has lifted, folks. This is the reality of the situation. How long am I going to have to still fucking wait out here? I don't know, but we need to get this damn score in, folks. I need to at least read some of these reviews or at least see some of these reviews. This is the reality of the situation, folks. I am refreshing continually, waiting for this to happen, waiting for this to drop here, and nothing so far. So, you know, maybe things are delayed. But I don't think that that's the reality. But we're going to continue nonetheless to refresh, and we're going to see the reality very soon here as we continue to move the wheels here on the Metacritic page. You would think that things would start popping here. Let's go. Let's click on Critic Reviews here and see if things pop in. Nothing. Just absolutely nothing across the board. So incredibly sad that I can tell you. Nothing. I don't know what's going on. This is it's kind of starting to piss me off a little bit here. But let's go ahead and check Twitter one more time here because Twitter's usually ahead. And here we go, twitter.com. I'm not going to show you Twitter, but Resident Evil Village. Okay, Resident Evil Village, IGN has reviewed the game. Let's click on their IGN review. Metacritic's a little slow on here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what IGN gave the game. If this shit loads, I'm going to go down to the review score right here. Oh, I guarantee you, I bet they gave it a 9. I'm still scrolling down. They don't. Oh, they gave it an 8. Oh, that's a little lower than I anticipated. IGN, an 8 from IGN. An 8 from IGN. Let's go ahead and refresh the Metacritic score, folks. It has an 8 from IGN. That's actually a little lower than anticipated. There's still no fucking thing on Metacritic. This is getting stupid out here. That I can tell you because they're so fucking slow on their website. They want people to care about this shit. They can't even update their crap properly. So sad. Don't bring the lag down. Kiss my foot. Here we go. But it has an 8 from IGN. Let's go ahead and check some other websites here. In the meantime, I'm going to check some other websites. I'm going to check GameSpot here. Because if IGN gave it an 8, I suspect that GameSpot gave it a lower score. But let's go ahead and see here. Holy shit, GameSpot gave it a higher score. They gave it a 9. I don't know what's going on. IGN gave it an 8. GameSpot gave it a 9. This is pretty predictable here, but I'm still waiting for this Metacritic score to update so we can kind of gather it all in one place. But this is so incredibly sad, folks. I knew this was going to happen. I mean, Metacritic's trash. Metacritic is trash, dude. I'm fucking reloading this website. 87. I don't know where you guys see an 87. No, okay. Yeah, 8 on Metacritic. It has a 9 on GameSpot.com. I don't know where you guys are seeing a Metacritic score because it's not popping up for me. I think you're trolling. But now the website's not refreshing. Okay, now it is. Let's just click on PlayStation 4 or some shit because maybe no one's reviewing the PlayStation 5 version. I don't know. Maybe let's look at fucking Series X. Let's see if we can get any results here. Here we go. We got one review for the Series X here, and it is apparently positive. 100? The fuck? Well, there's no game that's a fucking 100. Fuck off. Okay, I'm not reading that shit. I'm not going to take that seriously. So, yeah, I mean, I knew this was going to happen. I knew the shilling was going to be in full force, folks. 85, I don't see 85. I don't know where you guys are seeing 85. I'm literally on Metacritic.com unless you're seeing this somewhere else. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be on Metacritic.com if that's what you mean to tell me because I'm refreshing the motherfucking score. Nothing's happening here, folks. Now the site's not even loading. Okay, there it is, 85, 34 critic reviews. That's actually lower than anticipated, but not by much. Let's see some of these critic reviews. There are no reviews. Great. You know, this website's full of shit. 85. Huh. Let's see what it got on PlayStation. Well, I don't think they're going to send out PS4. Uh-oh. Second review is yellow. 70. Walking away from Resident Evil Village leaves me with mixed feelings. It wasn't a game that I immediately disliked, and I can't say that I didn't have a lot of fun playing it, but a second playthrough made me more aware of pacing issues and on harder difficulties, the general spike that otherwise feels somewhat artificial. So, this is interesting, folks. Let's go back to the PlayStation 5 version here to see if the score is going to fluctuate here. 85 on Metacritic. There are no critic reviews so far. So I was, what did I say, 86? Did I say 86? I was pretty fucking spot on, folks. This might rise a little bit. This might go down a little bit, but it is not going down. It is not going down. It's going to stay at 80, folks. This is the reality of the situation. Holy shit.
Straight up, Brando donated $10 through Super Chat. It's so incredibly over.
Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. It was so predictable. I literally predicted an 86, I believe. And, like I said, an 88 would have been a high score. But let's continue to refresh here and see if these critic reviews come in. I know IGN gave it an 8. GameSpot gave it a 9. IGN an 8. GameSpot a 9. And there are no critic reviews yet the damn score is 85. That makes zero fucking sense. But this is the reality, folks. I knew this was going to happen. Let's click on Xbox One here. Let's see if Xbox One has a score. Xbox One doesn't have a score. Xbox Series X has a score. No, there's one critic review for Xbox Series X, apparently. We're going to click on that, and that's the Xbox Hub with 100, which is obviously, come on, that's just getting a little ridiculous there. But we're going to go back to PlayStation 5 because that seems like the go-to. Actually, let's click on the fucking PC here and see how the PC version's handling. No one's reviewing PC because PC gaming is dead. 85 on Metacritic, folks. 34 reviews, and, well, we have no critic reviews, so we just got to wait a little bit longer here, it seems, until that shit pops up in the Metacritic feed. But 85 on Metacritic, folks. Straight up, Brando, thank you, Scarlett. Once again, for the chat, really appreciate you. Oh, man. Mixed feelings, they said, yeah. I mean, you know, after that Annabelle shit, this Transformer crap, I mean, how can you not have mixed feelings? I mean, this isn't Resident Evil, you know, we know that. It really is so incredibly sad. Scroll down. I've already scrolled down. There's nothing on the damn website. You guys are autistic, okay? Oh, never mind. I guess I'm autistic. Never mind. I clicked on Critic Reviews, and it didn't give me what I wanted. So here we go. IGN Italy. Great Resident Evil, capable of taking the best gameplay ideas from Resident Evil 4 and 7, leading the series into a new era. I don't know if I agree, but I haven't played the full game. But Resident Evil Village has managed to keep a series that has been going for 25 years feel new. The combat is satisfying, the puzzles are well orchestrated, and it looks incredible. I don't think it looks incredible. I don't know what you played that on, but it doesn't look incredible, that I know. Resident Evil Village is a loud and bombastic game paired with an over-the-top story, great set of characters, and a really impressive visuals. That's not true. It doesn't have impressive visuals, dude. Get up off of that shit. Shack News, Resident Evil Village does great action games, survival horror elements. The combat is visceral and vibrant, with the environments splendid and mysterious, and the story is decent enough to keep you satisfied, basically, okay? Let's go down to the mixed scores here. Resident Evil Village is an enjoyable horror experience that embraces the franchise first-person approach and refines a few of its mechanics along the way. It is ultimately held back by a sloppy storyline, two-dimensional characters, and bizarre design choices. Holy shit! Holy shit. So I suspect that this score is probably going to stay very close to where it's at now, but it might fluctuate a tad bit here as more reviews come in. Skill Up, what did he say? You know, what did Skill Up say? I'm sure he said it was great. You know, why wouldn't he? He's Skill Up, you know? We can go check on Skill Up here. Let me go back on Twitter, because usually that's where the reviews are popping in, and I'll double check here. Okay, Skill Up said Resident Evil Village is an accomplished amusement park of horrors that will cart you from exhibition to exhibition, but it never achieves the sort of tonal. I can't read these big words that 7 had in spades. It's a good game. I just don't like it very much. Holy shit, that's from fucking Skill Up. He didn't shill the game. He said he didn't like it very much. He said he didn't like it very much. It's literally right on Twitter. I know you can't see it on your screen. I don't have it pulled up. I got the Metacritic pulled up. But he literally said that he doesn't like it very much. That is what, I mean, holy shit. This is getting crazy, folks. I mean, look, this is getting crazy. How are we doing on that Metacritic? Okay, let's refresh here. This is probably going to go down a little bit, maybe to 84, but maybe not. There's only 34 reviews in, folks. This could go down. I don't know if it will go up, but this could go down, folks. I don't know what people were expecting, but, you know, when you look at a video like this and you compare Counter-Strike, which is a game that's decades old at this point, you know, you compare it to this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil Village, and you can't even interact with the fucking, you know, environment. You know, it's just a total yikes situation here, folks. It's a total yikes situation here, you know. It went to 84. Holy shit, it is going down, folks. This is honestly a little surprising, folks, but I know it's not going to go down. It's not going lower than 80. There's no way that it's going lower than 80, folks. Let's go ahead. And it's still an 85. I don't know where you're seeing at 84. Let's go to the PlayStation 4 version. There's reviews trickling in here for this, supposedly, but they're probably the same fucking reviews. Critical at Player 2. I'll remember Resident Evil Village as a polished. Why can I not zoom in here? What is going on? I can't zoom in. That's very odd. Okay, so a lot of people seem to enjoy it. Some people seem to think it's a mixed bag. It's hard to gauge really on where people are at right now. But Skill Up said he didn't like the game very much. And let's go ahead and check in on the chat here. PS2 game, there will be over 100 reviews by the end of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, we have to push really hard and really strong, folks. Keep going down. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, dude, this is crazy. Skill Up, yeah. On my website, it says 84. Well, on your website, I don't know what you're looking at here, but we got Michael J. Fox on the fucking screen. Hell yeah. 85 I'm seeing on PS5. I'm going to refresh here, and if this refreshes, I don't know why it's taking so fucking long, we're getting an 85 still on my screen. Okay, that is the reality. Yeah, you know, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and pull up Skill Up's Well, we would have to watch the video, but 84 now, 96. Resident Evil 4, the first game. Okay, you guys are typing paragraphs. I don't got time for that. I got to refresh Metacritic here because this is going to fluctuate. These are still early scores here. It's still an 85. Some people are saying 84. I'm not seeing that. Let's check in on Series X. There's still nothing. One review on Series X. PS5 is where people played it on because why wouldn't they, you know? Why wouldn't they play it on PS5, you know? But let's click on the hashtag for Resident Evil Village here and go to latest. And see the reality. Okay, we got a little confirmation. GameSpot a 9, Easy Allies a 9, WCC Tech, F Tech, whatever the hell that's called, 9, Destructoid 9, Game Informer 9.3, Press Start 9, Windows Central 4.5, The Gamer 4 out of 5, VGC 4 out of 5, PC Games N 8, IGN 8, Electronic Games Monthly 8. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Man, I guess if you don't like the game, you're out of the, you know, I mean, holy shit. Holy shit, folks. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy out here. So I guess it's solid, but it might be a mixed bag for some people. I mean, you know, I don't know. I still can't believe I will be playing the first 15 minutes of Resident Evil Village on Friday. Well, that's great. You know, I mean, Jesus. PC Gamer, here we go. PC Gamer, Resident Evil Village is the scariest the series has ever been? No. What you mean? Bro, that is clickbait, man. There's literally, how can it be scary when you're going to want to go into photo mode and zoom up on certain parts? I mean, come on, you know, you got Lady fucking Dermitsky or whatever the hell her name is, and you got the big, tall vampire. PC gamers got their stick up their ass to think that. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Maybe Skill Up is really on point here. I don't know. I haven't watched his review, but according to the tweet, he said he didn't like it very much. So that's what I read anyway, unless I read it wrong. Let me go ahead and pull up Skill Up's Twitter here, and we're going to get a confirmation. This laptop is getting fucking hot out here. Oh, what the fuck's going on? Here we go. Skill Up YouTube. This is what Skill Up said. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys here. Here we go. Skill Up. This is what Skill Up said. Resident Evil Village is an accomplished amusement park of horrors that will cart you from exhibition to exhibition, but it never achieves the sort of tonal conjurance that 7 had in spades. It's a good game. I just don't like it very much. So, like I said, he said he didn't like it very much, but he's saying it's a good game. So, I mean, but luckily the game isn't $70. I mean, it's still $60, you know, but holy shit. So let's go ahead and check on that Metacritic once more, folks, because I suspect that we might get an update on this score here very soon. 84 on Metacritic now. Holy shit. It might go even lower. I don't think it's going to go lower than 80, but it could actually go lower. But it might go a little higher. I think, honestly, I was pretty spot on with the 86. I predicted 86 right before all of this shit went down, folks. And this is the reality. Let's go ahead and see some of the replies on Skill Up. Pain. So that means I like it. Got it. Are you telling me the titty goth vampire girlfriend is not enough for a quality product? Truly a man of controversy. Sounds kind of like 7 DLC did. Okay. Interesting here, folks. Interesting. Would you say it's a good game for the first time for RE fans to jump into? Holy shit, folks. This is the reality of the situation, folks. We have an 84 on the PlayStation 5 version of... 84, yeah, on the PlayStation 5 version of Resident Evil Village. Holy shit, folks. This is getting crazy here. No FOV slider on PC. That's okay. There will be a mod that will fix that within probably minutes of the game releasing on PC if they haven't done so already. So there's no reason to bitch about that because mods will help you out there. But, I mean, you know, look, if you're on PC and you're bitching about shit like that, then maybe you shouldn't be playing it on PC and get on console. I don't know, you know. Hollywood Blockbuster gives games always an 8 out of 10. Holy shit. Russell Crowe is fat. Great username there. Holy shit. Get your head out of your ass. Thank you so kindly. Skill Up fans, no FOV slider on PC. We know that. We just discussed that. There's going to be a mod on PC that you know likely fixes that issue. That's not really a problem here, folks. Just canceled my pre-order. Well, I mean, they're saying it's a decent game. I mean, you know, it's not revolutionary, I guess, but you know, it seems like it might fill the void until something else comes out, which is probably going to be Ratchet and Clank or Mass Effect Legendary Edition or you know, some other slop that happens. But this will be forgotten about by tomorrow because the Battlefield 6 shit's happening tomorrow. And still an 84 on Metacritic here. Let's go ahead and see if there's any new reviews that have popped up. Nothing that I can see of. And this is the reality. Skill Up, he says it's a good game, but he just doesn't like it very much. So that is from Skill Up, folks. This is going to be interesting to see where this ultimately fits in the Resident Evil timeline, how it compares ultimately to Resident Evil 7. What does Resident Evil 7 have on Metacritic? Let me go ahead and check real quick. Resident Evil 7 PS4. Resident Evil 7 PS4 Meta. Let's go ahead and check the score for Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 had an 86 on Metacritic, okay? 86 for the PlayStation 4 version of Metacritic, Resident Evil 7. So it looks like, for now anyway, Resident Evil 7 has scored higher than Village, unless this changes here. Well, I was gifted the game by a generous viewer, so, you know, I didn't pay for the game. A generous viewer did. We appreciate Midnight Shepherd for coming through really hard and really strong. So right now I'm actually downloading the game. I'm going to flip my region on Xbox to New Zealand to play it early. I suspect that still works. So that's what we're going to do. And as such, we're going to be taking a look at it ourselves. But, you know, obviously there's going to be a lot of content out by then. Eurogamer didn't recommend. Well, why did they give it a good score then? I'm pretty sure they gave it a good score. I remember reading it. Unless that's, you know, EGM. Holy shit. Rust will be stable or more the same. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are totally off topic. So sad. But holy shit, folks. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and refresh this again here and see if the score updates. But, you know, I suspect that this will fluctuate more as time goes on here and more reviews trickle in. But right now, lower than Resident Evil 7, that we know. I just checked. Resident Evil 7 is an 86, I believe. Resident Evil 4 is an 84, and it has the potential to fluctuate a little bit here as we continue to, you know, look at the reality of the situation. But for now, that is it. Resident Evil Village, 84, folks. Day one patch is 1.16 gigs. Well, I'm not downloading the day one patch. Well, actually, it's probably already installed on my version. Hell yeah there, mister. Click Critic Reviews. Well, I did, but they weren't popping up earlier, but maybe they fixed that issue now. I don't know what's going on. But there's 34 reviews. Let's go ahead and click on the Critic Reviews. And now they are popping up here. Yeah, let's go down to some of the critical reviews here, and we have to go down pretty far. Games Radar Plus. A strong start and an okay finish makes this average. Why am I not able to zoom in on this? This doesn't make sense. A strong start and okay finish makes this average out as decent but not amazing installment. I don't know if that's a typo or I can't read, but probably a mix of both. Metro Game Central. Competent but uninspired sequel that's unwise to create so many obvious comparisons to Resident Evil 4, although it still manages to find somewhat memorable moments of its own. So I mean, it's hard to really decipher on where people stand on this sumbitch. I mean, generally speaking, a lot of people seem to think it's fun, at least. I mean, or you know, somewhat enjoyable. It's not fucking terrible, I guess, but. You know, at the same time, it seems like some people are going to be quite disappointed on Resident Evil Village here. And Games Radar is saying, you know, strong start, but okay finish, kind of average. Some people are saying uninspired and, you know, interesting, really. I honestly thought the shilling would have been a little bit more here, but, you know, holy shit here. I mean, it's not, it's 86 on PC. Well, PC doesn't count. Okay, I mean, I guess you can, you know, I mean, come on, no one's buying this shit on PC. I mean, well, actually, they probably are because they want to get those fucking mods. So even if the game is average, I mean, if you buy it on PC, you know, the mods are going to be trickling out very soon here. And, you know, you're going to have the tall lady in like a fucking bikini outfit and shit. So, you know, I mean, this is just the reality of it. But that is what you need to understand here. So, yeah. Comicbook.com. I can barely read this shit because I can't zoom in. I was able to zoom in earlier. Resident Evil Village is a powerful monster, bolting together parts from Resident Evil 7, 4, and more besides. It's longer than recent games of the series, yet still feels trim and sculpted as it shifts between its wide range of locations and set pieces. The downside of its electric approach is some unevenness, especially in relatively weak opening act. Well, I heard the opening act is strong, so, you know, I mean, it's just different opinions here, really. But overall, I see a lot of green. You know, I mean, I see a lot of green here. Let's go back to the summary here. 84 still on Metacritic. It's probably still going to fluctuate, but it is lower, at least from what I looked at on, you know, Resident Evil 4. So, got to adjust this. This is starting to hurt. Check the other platforms. Okay, we'll do it. We'll give it a shot, but PS5 is obviously the most popular console for this game. Well, actually, PS4 probably is, but yeah, there's no other scores yet for the other consoles, but it is going to be interesting to see how this shit. And not one review for Xbox One. That's not good. Not one fucking review for Xbox One. Let's check on Series X here. Series X, one review. So it seems like all of the reviews got sent to PS5. The codes did. PC, let's check on PC. Someone said 86 on PC. Yeah, it does have an 86. It's only got 5 reviews, though, so that's not going to really mean too much. This is obviously the one we want to keep up on because obviously everyone reviewed it on PS5 for the most part. But PC Gamer said it's the scariest game in the entire fucking franchise, I think, from what I remember. So, I mean, you know, that's a pretty hot take. But let's go. Let me double check on Twitter here to see what's going on. I got fucking bazillion notifications here. Here we go, folks. Let me double check here. I'm trying to find more reviews of this sumbitch on Twitter. Any more perspectives here? Yeah, I'm not seeing too much on Twitter now. But, yeah, I mean, we have, we did a countdown here for the review embargo, and not sure if there's anything else to say here. I reviewed Resident Evil Village, absolutely adored every minute of it. So yeah, it seems like a lot of people, you either love it or you don't like it that much. It's not a hate game, I don't think. I don't think it's a game you hate. I mean, unless you're a hardcore fan, probably. But yeah, 84 on Metacritic, and I suspect that the score might go up a little bit. It might actually ultimately total out at 86. I don't know. It could go down a little bit. We'll see. But you know, that is the reality of it. Yeah, scary. I don't know. Yeah, there is crackling. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. There's nothing that I can do about that, you know. I mean, we're probably going to wrap this up anyway, though, because, yeah, you were pretty close, AP. You first caller, certified, yeah, renowned world-class veteran video. Absolutely. There's a 50 review on PS5. Let me double check here. God, this headset is hurting today. Hurting really bad. Critic Reviews. How do I? Let's go see all. And let's see if we can find this here. Let's see if we can find... Holy shit, takes forever to load. How far is this shit down? I'm not seeing the 50. Not seeing the 50. I mean, overall, you know, it's an 84 on Metacritic. I don't know if I can continue. This shit is hurting really bad, guys. The top of my head is fucking hurting hard. But, yeah, that is it, folks. I mean, it is the reality of the situation. 80's far. I'm not saying it's a bad score, but, you know, it's a little under. I mean, I thought it was going to get a high score, but apparently it, you know, it's a 15-hour game is like 4 days to beat. No, we're getting radiation out here is what we're doing. I mean, that's what that is, radio. I mean, it's, you know. But, yeah, Well, I mean, we've covered what we wanted to cover here, and ultimately, I think that kind of about does it here. The reviews are out, 84 on Metacritic for PS5. Obviously, there's a lot of reviews still to come in here for Series X, of course, Xbox One, PS4. There's nothing on PS4. PC has an 86, but, the PC gamers are obviously, oh, it looks glorious on my 3080, so as such, I give it a higher score, But 84 on PlayStation 5, that's where most of the reviews are at. Now we have 47 reviews. Let's go ahead and click on that to do a final check-in here. And there's the 50. It finally popped up. You guys must have better internet than I do. I don't know what's going on, but reaching the credits, I sat back, exhausted and disappointed at where the series had ended up. Holy shit. So it seems like the ending didn't float his boat over at Video Gamer. It seems like the ending really undid a lot of what the game set out to do. But you better just get off the internet now if you don't want to get spoiled. Like, if you're genuinely interested in this game, I would get off the internet right now and wait until sometime tomorrow. And if you're on Xbox, change your region to New Zealand, and you will be able to play the game about 6 hours early, according to what I've been told. But maybe they've fixed that. I don't know. But, folks, that is going to do it, folks. Check Twitch. Why would I check Twitch? We don't need to see more fucking fool streamers. But that's going to do it, folks, for today. We just wanted to cover the embargo score. It's an 84 as of this show on Metacritic for the PlayStation 5. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I thought it was going to be. A little lower, to be honest, but, not necessarily surprising. I'm going to obviously take a look at the game for myself. Thanks to Midnight Shepherd. Huge shout out to Midnight Shepherd. And we're going to assess the reality in some capacity. And that is what we are going to do as the coming days come. But that's going to do it for the show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show. Resident Evil Village and 84 on Metacritic. And